This review was brought to you by cigarplace.biz. Hey guys, it's Brian and I'm back with a first impressions review of the genuine Kentucky fire-cured MUWAT Yardbird. This is an event-only cigar. Let me put my hand back there like everybody else does because that's exciting. Alright, so let me read briefly the official scoop on it. The new size will be available exclusively at Drew Estate events and will be making its first appearance at the second annual Kentucky Barn Smoker taking place on October 3rd in the past in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Attendees of the sold-out event will be the first to smoke the new size, which will make follow-up appearances at upcoming Kentucky Fire-Cured specific Drew Estate events across the United States. The new Yardbird size is presented in a 5x50 torpedo vitola and is based upon the original Kentucky fire-cured blend. The blend features Kentucky seed tobacco grown and fire-cured in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, along with Nicaraguan and Brazilian fillers. The cigar is wrapped with a Mexican San Andreas wrapper to round out the blend profile. So those are the specific details, and I'm going to light this thing up, and we will get right to it, because you know I like to do things promptly and efficiently. So we haven't quite got it lit yet, but I thought I'd take another little look at it since it's such an interesting cigar. It's very toothy. Of course, it smells intensely like wood smoke on the wrapper. I think I got it. Had to clip it a couple of times to get it to where it was going to draw just fine for me. I think we've got it at this point. Very much like yeah, it's like sucking on a campfire. I mean, that's I left this out of the cellophane for a little while, and in the wrap aroma is diffused a bit, but it's still pretty intense. So if you like smoke, if you don't like smoke, I can already tell you, I'm probably not going to recommend this one for you. But let's see how it goes. So as you can tell, I got it lit. So this is a first impressions because this is the first time I've had this vitola, but it's not the first time I've had a fire cured in various forms. I've had them off the shelf and pre-releases, and I got to say that some of the earlier releases I had an interesting funk to them, and I don't get that in this off the bat. Really charcoaly, smoky, a little woody, a little earthy. Not as intense as the smell of the wrapper, but it's there. Honestly, I was kind of expecting this to be a little more off-putting because I've remembered these being pretty all-in-your-face, and while this is not a subtle cigar, at least from the all the indications at this time, it's not as intense as I remembered. So my wife is going to love this. The air conditioning's out, so I don't want the window open because it's hot as hell outside. And this is smoky as hell. Go rabbit air, go. Just a quick note that the ash is looking great. Solid, even burn, good draw so far. So I'm a little ways in now, and it's I think it's a good time to give an update on the flavor. So it's initially was kind of, it still has that earthy, charcoaly kind of, a little bit of pepper, woody type of thing going on. But I've noticed there's a little bit of both a touch of like a sweetness, a little bit of funkiness. Again, not as much as in earlier versions of it as I've had, but it seemed to me like there's a little bit of almost kind of a peaty type of quality, like a Scotch type of flavor note that you might get. Did somebody say peat and Scotch? In all seriousness, I think that I almost nailed a good pairing there. I think that the was it Lefroy Triplewood might be a little strong, if you can believe it, for this cigar. This cigar is very in-your-face, very potent. but it is definitely more balanced, off balance in favor of the liquor. That being said, I like the combination of the two. I think that maybe the intent was to drink bourbon with this, but the flavor notes said, give me a peaty scotch. So I like this combination. I think it's worth giving a shot. I got a little more of the cigar to go. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're nearing the end of the cigar. I'm not going to come in back after this, but I think I got a good feeling for what's going on here. So as I said before, the whiskey may have been a little too much for the cigar, but as I got down towards the end, the cigar actually seemed like it caught up with it in terms of a little more peppery. It made a transition from a little bit of a funky, kind of earthy, woody type of thing, and it started to get a little spicier on the lips and a little more peppery on the palate. And I've tried it as I've been going along with and without the scotch, trying to rinse the mouth out and see what it's like without. And yeah, it seems like it catches up. I think it's a pretty good combination, the two together. I think the cigar is also pretty good. I think it's going to be kind of a polarizing cigar. I think you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Basically, I think that's how it is. For the most part, I'm on the favorable side. I said that love or hate it, and I don't have really strong feelings about it other than if I'm smoking that, I think I want to smoke it with a beverage, and that's not just because I'm an alcoholic, though I probably am one of those too. Yeah, so if you're into smoke, if you're into just really hearty, earthy, peppery, smoky, um, spicy in the lips type of cigars, I think this is a good one for you. I think you should give this a shot. In this particular case, this Fatol you're gonna have to go to a Drew Estate event, a special event to pick it up. But there are other options that are available for you in the shop. So go check it out in your local shop. Go to the Drew Estate event, and happy smoking.